So this is the Trojan light phaser for the GX4000. Originally this was planned to come out in May or June 1991. It was in previews in New Computer Express and in Amstrad Action. They both said that they thought this was a very good product, and New Computer Express actually said that it was an office favourite, one of the games, which was Skeet Shoot. It's a bit of an oddity, to be honest, because this didn't actually come out to February 1993, well after the GX had died, so that is a bit of a strange thing. But we look on the back and we see that it was made by Trojan products. Now these guys were pretty interesting because this was actually the people responsible for making all the cartridges for Amstrad. If you read the New Computer Express article and the Amstrad Action, they both said that this was indeed the company that made the cartridges, and they're quite an interesting manufacturer, to be honest. I will do a bit more of their history because I've found some very fascinating things about these guys. They're not entirely to blame for all the cartridges coming out late. Amstrad didn't help the circumstances, the situation at all. But no, here we have a nice boxed example. Very, very rare now these days to find one of these. And as if by magic, here is my GX4000. You may wonder, how does this phaser work? Well, simply, there's this cable here, and it goes all into here. As simple as that. And then there you have a working phaser. Unfortunately, the cable is a little bit restricting, but luckily this works very, very well, very accurate. The games are very good as well. Skeet Shoot is a very pretty game. We do need to talk about this box and the rest of it. This was very shoddily and very cheaply done. The actual box itself is just a Commodore Amiga Trojan phaser box with a label at the bottom stuck on saying compatible for the GX4000. The cartridges are much worse. So here we have Skeet Shoot. You may notice just underneath it, this is actually just a demo cart that clearly Trojan had sat in the back of their warehouses after 2 years and just decided to stick a Skeet Shoot label underneath. It looks almost like a homebrew, but this is a genuine cartridge. I've seen a couple of Skeet Shoot cartridges and they're all the same, and the Enforcer cartridges are the same as well. So clearly these guys at some point had found a box or two with demo carts, and they've just decided to make this Trojan light gun. And this is just a very standard gun that they made at the time as well, just with a cable chucked in. Now this doesn't diminish this phaser at all, as in it's a very good product and it works very well, but unfortunately the packaging and the cartridges themselves are just very cheaply done and just thrown together. And here we are to the final part of the video. Now this was quite a surprise when this was released in February 1993, because the Amstrad GX4000 and Plus machines were completely dead by then. But no, Trojan got this out. It was advertised in Amstrad Action in February, and it was exclusive to an independent shop called Trade Post. And James Thackeray owned that. It's a very interesting story, and he's an absolutely lovely guy, and I will cover that story another day. But of course, you could buy this for £29.99. Also, if you like this and you wanted something else, you can spend £14.99. You would have had the Enforcer, and this is what you got. A very cheap instruction manual, just a sheet of paper, and again, we look at this, it's a demo cart with the Enforcer that's just being stuck on by Trojan. So there we go. I do really enjoy the package. I do play on the games every now and again. Skeet Shoot, in my opinion, is definitely much more fun than the Enforcer. The Enforcer is pretty hard. It is for me anyway. You can also, interestingly, play it with the pads as well, but good luck with that. It's terrible and very, very hard. but much more fun with the phaser pack. So Noah, thank you for watching guys, and this is the Trojan Phazer for the GX4000.